Hey, what's up? What's going on, my peoples? It's your girl, Mary Jane. Please like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. I also want to say thank you very much for liking the videos, commenting, and subscribing, and sharing the videos. I do appreciate it, and I want to say thank you. So we will be talking about Brandi Maxiell. She has done an interview today with K104, and she's going to be telling us what has been going down with Basketball Wives and her side of the story, and basically to just enlighten us. I haven't seen this video yet at all, so I'm going to be watching this video right along with you, but you're not going to be watching. We're going to be listening to this video together. So let's hit play.
Let me tell you this.
Okay, come on.
Everybody in the world think I'm was fired, and Shawnee gave me the boot. I was never fired.
Right.
I said I'm done with this because I just wasn't. It wasn't right.
So Brandi is saying that she was not fired. She quit, actually.
Right. And they were trying to get girls to, not film with me.
And what she's saying is something that I said in my reviews of Basketball Wife, that the way they're going to get Brandi and Malaysia off the show is have people not film with Brandi. And that's like, she is basically saying that's what happened.
Really?
So, that's how that happened.
Wait, who was it? Shawnee or was it Evelyn? Who was trying to get people not to film with you?
I believe they used the Tammy situation.
Okay.
And
the Tammy situation is when you, Tammy, and Duffy from the last season where y'all kind of started fighting or whatever.
So Tammy didn't want to film with you?
Well, that's what she said, but that's not the truth. I heard that's not the truth. I heard it was more of Shawnee just like, why is this girl still back? I keep firing her, and she is quote unquote back.
So she's threatened by you, obviously. Is that what you thought it was? You think it's where she's threatened? What is it? Yeah.
I don't think Shawnee's threatened by Brandi. I just think she didn't want to run the show anymore. But Brandi's clearly saying that it wasn't Tammy.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I really don't know. And I just feel like if you don't side with them, if you're not on the same team as them, they'll try to do whatever you can.
But that's what makes the show
So
good.
great.
That's what's crazy to me is you have to.
So everybody, we are talking to Brandi Maxiell from Basketball Wives LA.
My question, so you said Shawnee kept firing you, but you kept coming back. So is Shawnee really not the boss that she's made out to be?
Yeah.
The world.
Because that was the perception I was under.
She's an EP. It's many EPs. I don't want to talk bad about her.
And that would be what the executive producer?
She's one of the executive producers.
Right.
It's like a lot of them. And so you can't. The VH1 wanted me. So
got you.
So Brandi Maxiell is saying that Shawnee couldn't fire her because there's many other EPs on the show, executive producers, and VH1 actually wanted her on the show. And she says she doesn't want to talk bad about Shawnee.
Pay my checks. They write my checks. They pay me. They do. They, whatever. How you can get someone off the show is if you just refuse to film with them. So there's no...
Okay.
And that's what I was saying in some of my reviews, that the only way they can get them off the show, especially Brandi and Malaysia, if people decide not to film with them. Because then if you don't film, you don't get paid. And then basically your storyline or your character is off the show. And I said that in a couple of reviews when Brandi did a couple of episodes before she just disappeared.
Okay, I got it. So then they can't. And is Tammy the star of the show? Is that why they went on and they could use Tammy as she don't want to film? Is Tammy the star?
I think, in my opinion, from what I heard, I think they use for the show purposes. I think they use that as a story.
Okay.
But the real reason is that Shawnee didn't want me on there.
Okay. Yeah.
So now that you're not on the show anymore, do you actually watch?
I do.
So what do you think about the show this season?
I think it's horrible.
Oh, wow.
What's wrong with it? You say it's horrible. What's wrong?
I think it's horrible. One, it's so boring. I mean, before I got there, they could barely pull an episode out of it, supposedly. And then for, 7 episodes, it was Brandi, but you didn't even see my face.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they moved on to talk about Jackie and her daughter situation. And I think that's very tacky, classless, and as any woman, everybody there was a mother. And they want to talk about empowerment and substance and who has substance and who don't.
There she goes. Empowerment, substance, and you're using Jackie into Kari's storyline when it's just, what else could we do to make the situation better instead of just pointing out negativity and pointing out a child that has said that she has been abused and everything, and exploiting that situation, because like Brandi said, that first it was about her, not, and you didn't even see her face, and then it moved on to Jackie. But then you also,
and all this other stuff, but yet you are tearing down another black woman. And
so let's talk about the fact that you're no longer on Basketball Wives LA. You watch the show a little bit. You think it's horrible, don't you? It's really bad. Who's the worst? Who's the fakest? And who do you hate the most? Who's the worst?
Okay, let me retract that, because
can I say who I hate?
I know.
Me
Who
too.
do you hate?
Jackie. Yeah, she's so.
I know.
No. Why do you say no?
You have no idea. When you watch her on TV, she is.
I can't.
But why do you say no? Because you have an inside.
Jackie is the sweetest person that I know.
Really?
And she's the most, like Tammy said, the best. Like,
he's. Who do you hate? He goes, I wouldn't tell you. He said Jackie. Oh, God.
Like, she's the most supportive person you know. She has a makeup line, and I have a makeup line too. And she's like, whatever it is, I'm gonna support you.
Really?
Tell me what to do. Like, she's so supportive.
So does she do? Let me ask this then, because again, you've been on the set. You know how this works. In reality TV, it's reality, but sometimes we say it's not. Is she just playing a character because it keeps the check coming in?
She's playing a character.
That's what I thought.
And
see, Brandi confirms that Jackie is playing a character.
But at the same time, like, now, this is really her. Like, what y'all see this season, this is really her. Like, don't step on her turf and her family. You talk about her husband, you talk about her kids. It's on.
See, it's on TV. And again, we've never met her, so we can't judge her. But it just seems like her bark is louder than her bite. And
Jackie
she loves to stir,
honey. Yeah, she's not. She'll get down.
Okay, it just seems like she has tried to stir up a lot of mess. And again, if you're saying that she's sweet, it's like she'll talk behind somebody's back, then the next scene she's like, "What? What are you talking about?" That's what it appears like.
The show ain't a show without Jackie.
Yeah, and I think she does it on purpose, and that's smart because it keeps a check coming in. Now here's the other one. What about Evelyn Lozado? What do you think of her? Is she real, fake?
I used to like her. I used to like her. She was a fan of mine, I would say. But I say that she's the fakest broad on earth.
What's fake about her?
I say that.
So Brandi says that Evelyn Lozado was a fan of hers. And now she's saying Evelyn Lozado is one of the fakest people and she used to like her.
I say I don't respect her anymore, just based on, she went on The Real talking about, substance, and then it kind of made it seem like she was talking about Malaysia and I, like, with no substance and, no whatever, and it's just like she comes on the show talking about substance and she wants to revamp the show, but yet I have not seen anything of her doing anything but talk about Jackie and this daughter situation.
Amen. That's all she has done. She should have came back with something else, like something to let us, okay, you got this problem with Jackie and you want to expose Jackie for being a bad mother, then at the same time you want to help Takari and help that situation. That's one thing, and then something else too as well, so viewers can't say, oh my God, your story is about Takari and Jackie, in my opinion.
Girl, let's talk about you and your kids, your boo, your
where was her kids,
all this other stuff. You're taking 15 episodes to talk about someone being a horrible mother. If you think someone's a horrible mother as a woman and you're trying to show empowerment, why don't you uplift her and teach her or show her or guide her or whatever?
See, we saw a different side of that because on television, when Jackie seemed to go in on Evelyn when she called her daughter a build a whore, and then it seemed like that's why Evelyn went in on Jackie's daughter. That's what it appeared to be on television.
So obviously, when you guys do these shows, you formulate teams. Like, it's almost like allies, because you seem to be cool with Jackie. Obviously, Evelyn isn't.
Well, my guarantee ally on the show was in Malaysia. Yeah. When Duffy came on, it was Duffy in Malaysia. So that's without a doubt.
So,
it's like Survivor.
Yeah. So are you still good friends with Malaysia? Everybody is still good? You guys talk all the time? What?
I'm going on a show with Malaysia. Ooh, it's a surprise.
Oh, she's going on a show.
Take it.
I wonder if they're going to do that another show because I was saying that in my video I think I released today about Basketball Wives, that I think some of these other women should get together and do a show, because they have character, they, you know, they're interesting, they have things going on, they have different perspective, and it's not about taking money from a guy, it's not about like dumb shit. Sometimes it is, but granted, I think, you know, there were some good characters on this show and they like all disappeared. So I was thinking that they were going to be doing another show, and I'm so glad to hear. I said that in my video earlier today, not knowing that there's possibly going to be a show for Brandi Maxiell and maybe some other people. I knew my phone was going to be going off because today's Friday.
No, her birthday is this weekend. Like, that's my best friend forever.
So you guys really are truly good
really
friends.
Yeah.
Okay. And
you
and Duffy?
I just got off the phone with Jack. I just talked to Duffy.
Good, okay.
Duffy's my little sis. So, you know.
How is that? Because I know her and Malaysia really don't get along, and you're stuck in the middle. Smack dab in the middle.
I learned to stay out of it.
Yeah.
And I've never been in a situation like that with friends, so I just learned to stay out of it.
Y'all three need to start your own spin-off.
See, I told you. I was saying this earlier, and then add a few more people when like Shania would be good. Because and then also it seemed like they just used BJ to be messy, and then boom, she wasn't there anymore.
And to have it like raced out of here, like basically, I think that would be crazy.
I feel you. I feel you.
Okay, well, listen, real quick. You have a new makeup line, which I follow you on Instagram, and that picture that you had out to promote it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was gorgeous. So tell us about the makeup line.
The makeup line is Brandi Maxiell Cosmetics. I'm restocking tomorrow. And it's sold out within like one collection sold out within minutes, and then the other collection, the whole thing together, sold out in like 3 hours.
Where do you sell it? Where are you selling your makeup? Online.
And then at my salon. I have a salon.
Yep. And you've had that salon for a while.
Yeah.
How long
for like 4 years.
Get it?
Wow. Like you really do your thing. Like you really
do my thing.
Yeah. Really do.
It's just hard to show it, you know.
Right.
I'm in Dallas. All my stuff is here, you know, and then LA, they
want to minimize what you do and what you bring to the table a little bit. And so tell everybody where the salon is.
It's in Carrollton, 2015 Midway Road. It's in Carrollton, Texas, Midway Salon Suites.
Okay. Well, let us know, Brandi, when you're back on doing Basketball Wives LA, or if you have another show in the works. Because I have a feeling you have another show in the works, and I also feel like you're getting ready to show up on Basketball Wives again.
You think so?
I do know so. Yeah.
What advice you have for these two if they get on a reality show? Because I can't. I got too much dirt in my closet. So
can I join? That would be epic.
What?
Oh,
this show, if they had a show.
If these two, what would be your advice?
Be real. Be authentic.
See, I'm scared of it now. I'm gonna be honest with you. What was it? Mama D was in here. A couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about, you know, if you got stuff in your closet, my closet's stuffed.
Yeah,
it's full.
everybody
I got some, and I don't want my dirt exposed.
Own it.
No,
own it. Don't hide. Don't
that.
deny. You know, these are cameras. Like you can't.
I used to think I wanted to be on one, and actually somebody just called me about doing one for WeTV, and I said I'm not interested. I'm really serious now. I'm getting scared because I don't like the way it goes down. And just when you want to be positive, somebody will do something, and you go, "What the?" No.
Look, it's great for business.
Yeah,
it's great for business.
She's like, it's great for business. Please edit that part out. But you know, in a minute, I'll be like, especially if I have some drink in me. What?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So I'm nervous of that. That's what I'm nervous of.
Don't be. It's fun.
Really?
It's fun. Just don't go home with it. That's all. That's like, if I could go back to that, I wouldn't take it home.
And they say editing also, the way they edit you, you have no control either.
That's the scary part. But everybody has their day.
So,
can people have successful relationships on a reality show?
Because you exposed yours. You exposed
yours.
Brandi. See, that's what, can I tell you, Brandi? That's the other one I'm nervous about. I want to stay married.
Well, okay, let me tell you. With my situation, the show didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
It was stuff that was before going on.
But they say there is a curse. There is a reality show curse. They say that most of the time people put their relationship out there like that.
Look at T.I. and Tiny. They were so solid.
Some people come in with it.
Yeah. That's not so bad because my relationships fail anyway. So might as well just broadcast.
Obviously, mine do too.
You know,
might as well make some money on
it. All right. Well, listen, everybody. Make sure you go out to our salon. And how can people find the makeup?
Okay, so I guess that's it with the interview. I thought it was going to be more because they said more, but the headlines says, you know, throughout a few eyebrows has raised since Aja, Kiani, Ela, and Melissa were unexpectedly handed their walking papers in the middle of the season with no future invites to the taping of the reunion show. and they really has been criticized for that. And also they say they were not invited to the reunion. I don't know how true that is, because I think I did see some of them at the reunion, the sneak peek. And so basically, you know, Brandi is saying that it was never, it came off and it was made to seem to go with the story that it was Tammy, and so many other people were saying it doesn't make no sense for Tammy to take it there, you know, and how come Tammy can't be forgiven? And now we understand that it wasn't Tammy, it was actually, you know, Shawnee. So we'll be tuning in to see who else speaks out, because a lot of people are hurt. Peace, I'm out.